Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Welcome to the Axe channel. My name is Mohammed, this is Adam, and we would like to thank each and every new subscriber who has subscribed.
So today we are out here with the public. We're going to be sharing statements from our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to the public, and then getting their thoughts and reactions on that.
We visit the sick and set free the captives.
The sort of person, from reading those statements, I would say that's kind of a charitable person, telling people to go and visit the sick and help the poor. So that was what springs to mind for me when you've read those statements.
A compassionate person, I would say.
Yeah?
I would say. That's caring. Yeah.
A caring person.
Yes. Yeah.
I would agree with this person because that's what everybody would like to do, to feed the poor, to take care of the sick, and that's a goal for everyone to try to do that.
Mm-hmm. What's your thoughts on the person who said this?
The person's trying to be helpful, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, probably. But then it sounds like something from the Bible, really.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it?
No, it's not actually.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Sorry.
But overall, what's your thoughts on the statement? Positive or?
Yeah, it's positive. It's a good statement. Something that everyone should try and do, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I think the person was trying to highlight some important things that people should do on a day-to-day basis. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think it's actually good advice. Yeah, I would take it.
Like, it's probably like a leader.
Yeah.
Like, he could be saying things to like help people around, like people around him.
I think that person is very open-minded. I think he knows what he's talking about. He seems to be peaceful. I think his mindset is good. And yeah, I think he should be respected for what he said.
That's true. Actually, we need to do help. If we are capable, we need to do help to who those are ill, who those are sick.
Yeah.
And actually, we have to do whatever we can do.
Whoever made that statement clearly cares about what's going on in the world right now, and there's a lot of people that overlook people who need help, people who are on road, people who haven't got homes. You know, it's kind of hard out here in London as well. Yeah, I really appeal to what the person's saying, and I really respect those thoughts.
Oh, that's probably someone who's pretty learned, who knows the way of the world.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, cares about people. Cares about like homeless people, something like that, because obviously saying feed and stuff like that. So he cares about charity or whatever, like people that don't have as much as we have.
I would have said it come from quite a liberal person.
Yeah. A white man has no superiority over a black man, nor a black man has any superiority over a white man except by piety and good actions. What's your thoughts on this statement and the person who said this?
I agree.
You agree?
Yeah, because it's essentially saying everyone's equal, right?
Yeah.
Apart from the only thing that differentiates them is what they do, which is the truth, because what defines you as a person isn't your color, it's what you do.
Kind of like an equality person, someone dealing with equality. So like there's a lot of people, a lot of racism coming about. So trying to educate people and saying that we should treat people equally, and no matter what our skin colours are, we're all human beings, that we should be treated equally. So someone dealing with equality.
Was that said by Martin Luther King?
By Martin? Yeah. Yeah, of course.
I think that it's a basic truth where I feel like we're all human beings and we're created equally. So I think the person was trying to just call everyone's attention to a basic truth, what everyone should believe.
Oh, that all races. Shouldn't say all races are equal, but it depends on their actions.
Yeah.
And what they do to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's very true. There's nobody better than the other person.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would think that this person is very wise, of course, and I would hope that everybody is thinking the same way. But unfortunately, I could know some people that doesn't think the same way, because once. I think in terms of community, when you want to, we are equal, but some people end up thinking that we are superior because they want to defend their community, and so it starts getting hatred against someone else.
Yeah, I think that's true. Like, I agree with what you said. That person obviously is against racism, which is good. So I agree with what you said. Promoting equality, yeah. That's all you need, yeah.
It should be the same. Like you don't have to trust like someone is black and someone is white.
Somebody who's just probably positive because obviously at that time there was probably like some really like messed up issues going on. So it was probably just like thinking positive and stuff. Yeah.
That's pretty forward thinking from from I guess before the situation we find ourselves in today.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, right. And the person who said this, I mean, like, what's your thoughts on this type of person, his characteristics and things like that?
Again, when was it said? I mean, when was this? Do you need some kind of
time limit
really onto when?
Estimated 1400 years ago.
1400 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, someone who must have seen a lot of the world.
Yeah.
Someone who must have seen also a lot of. Someone who's probably well travelled.
Yeah.
Which obviously people weren't so much in that obviously that time.
Yeah.
So someone who's well travelled and to have got both sides of that.
Yeah, we're all the same, innit? So
equality.
Yeah, we're all the same humans. We're all created by the same God.
Someone who's not bound by race to rule their life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Someone who understands that everyone's the same person.
Yeah.
So same as me, basically.
You're smiling in the face of your brother is charity. Commanding good and forbidding evil is charity. You're giving directions to a man lost in the land is charity for you. You're seeing for a man with bad sight is a charity for you. Your removal of a rock, a thorn or a bone from the road is charity for you. You're pouring what remains from your bucket into the bucket of your brother is charity for you. So
kind of like a religious leader, someone like God or someone like that, because reading the Bible they kind of treat you as like, they kind of say like you should treat everyone like a brother and treat everyone with the same respect, so that's what kind of springs to mind when you say that to me.
Okay. You said God, were you referring to like a prophet or like?
Prophet, yeah, exactly, someone like that higher being.
I think the person is trying to say charity begins at home, like every little thing you do actually contributes to the greater good. I think. I don't know who said this, but that's what I think. And I think it's also a statement I agree with. You know, the funny thing is, I just moved to London like 6 months ago. And the shocking thing is how everyone walks around with no smiles on their faces. I'm from Nigeria and literally everyone's smiling on the road. Even if they don't know you, they're giving you a word of greeting, which is quite different here. Everyone's just going around looking, which is why I agree with this. Sometimes a smile can actually change your day.
I just think it would speak to me because I think of charity a lot too, and I want to do charity a lot in my life. So I would agree with this person again. Want to do good around him.
I think like being kind to others could be classed as charity as well.
Yeah.
For people who are in need, you could just show. How do you say? You could treat them. You could treat them with respect, even though they don't have things that you have. So you could just give them a smile. As well.
Exactly. A smile is so simple, but it's so effective, isn't it?
It's like a really charitable, wise person, and that the person's life, if we could all study it, should be something we should aspire to live by. And because charity, like you said, is just like doing little things that come together to form like the big things that make a difference. So I really respect the person who said that.
Again, I think that they're clearly like open-minded people. They're looking for like the better interests of people. Obviously he wants a better society because he's trying to help out the less fortunate people, so he's looking out for others.
Yeah, I do agree with that statement as well, but more obligation wise, what people need to understand is that you need to give back, especially if you're earning more than the other person. Like, you know, give a little, you get more, you know. I think he's trying to raise awareness because a lot of people just make blanket statements and don't follow it up. So I think he's trying to, you know, get people more observant and more, you know, more aware. Until something happens, people don't know what's going on, you know.
Good message, yeah, it's like positive. I agree with it. It's like you don't have to do something crazy, even like something small is like good charity. I guess.
Well, it's obviously said by quite a wise person who's obviously giving a lesson and saying to people, think outside the box. Because the thing that you're doing with someone else doesn't necessarily have to have a action straight after it to be good in the long run. But do it anyway. Just a wise, kind person who's trying to spread awareness of.
A man does not truly believe until he loves for his brother in humanity what he loves for himself.
Truth is, you can't really say that you love someone, or you even just your family or something, or a friend, if you're not willing to do things that you would expect them to do for you, right?
But I would say the person has a a good human being, yes, and someone who should be an example to everyone else, who everyone else should aspire to be like. Yeah.
He cares about everyone and he doesn't like do bad stuff.
Is that talking about like being selfless, sort of?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I agree with it fully.
Do you agree with
This guy, who is this guy?
Huh?
Who is this guy? I like this guy.
A free thinker.
Yeah.
Ahead of their time, I guess.
Yeah.
Just a good person, just a genuine good person, I guess.
The believer is to a believer like parts of a building, each one of them supporting the other.
The person who said it clearly believes in strong community, needs that to make any point strong. So clearly he must be a follower of some type of faith, as he knows that the community is important for any type of faith.
Like that statement, it's representing something like even like pillars. It holds up a site. For example, if you have a building and you haven't got a good foundation, that building will break. And if society is like that, that's exactly what's going to happen. I think this person is looking at the overall view of what's going on around him and trying to get people to come to terms with the fact that we need to build together, to be able to sustain.
Yeah, that's how it is with religion as well, you know. We all support each other. Doesn't matter if you're Christian, Muslim, or anything, we all support each other. Same as a structure on a building is supporting everything, you know, holding everyone up.
These statements are from our beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. We consider him the final prophet in a long chain of other prophets in the past. So what's your thoughts on the statements and I'm not sure if you had any viewpoint of Prophet Muhammad beforehand or your viewpoint now.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. No. Yeah, different perspective actually.
Different perspective,
yeah. Yeah, it does.
Just out of curiosity, what was your perspective beforehand?
Well, actually, I didn't really have like concrete thoughts. It was just what I saw in the media, I guess.
Yeah.
So this is different.
Does it change your viewpoint of him?
Yeah. I guess. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
That even made you think differently about the Prophet man, peace be upon him?
Yeah, definitely. Kind of like how you treat people and what you might think for granted, to kind of like help people, just to take time out of your day to kind of help other people and make sure they get the same enjoyment out of life that you do, and to treat everyone with respect. So
what does that make you think now you know the person?
It makes me feel like I am not a Muslim, right? But it gives me an insight into more of an understanding of the Prophet, and contrary to what a lot of people think about Muslims and what the Prophet commands, it gives me it helps me see the very good side. Even though I'm exposed to the very good side, I have a best friend who's a Muslim, my grandma is a Muslim, and so it gives me an understanding that Islam itself, or the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, are about showing love to the other person, to the next person, the person next to you, irrespective of who they are.
Could you guess who this is from?
I think it's from Malcolm X.
Malcolm X?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do you? What's your thoughts on Malcolm X? Just wondering.
I think he was a positive and respectful leader.
Yeah.
And then he was a leader. I think he guided people.
Yeah.
I don't know about.
Was he inspirational to you?
Yeah, I think he's very inspirational because I heard a couple of his stories.
Yeah. So this actually wasn't from Malcolm X, but as you know, Malcolm X is actually a follower of this person. Malcolm X was a Muslim. The person who said these quotes is actually Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
I just had that in my mind.
Oh, you had that in your mind?
Yeah, I had that in my mind, but
okay.
I had in my mind, but thinking of Malcolm X, but I actually thought Prophet Muhammad.
But it's quite smart that you said Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Malcolm X being a Muslim, obviously he would try to emulate Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Yeah.
Because he's done so much good. So.
Like when I heard these quotes, I think he was like a spiritual leader.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that he had faith in others to do like what is right and what is wrong, and his beliefs.
Yeah, I'm not surprised about that. I knew that would have been associated with Muslims.
He was like a good person, and he was like focused, everything, and he was caring about people and helpful.
Thank you each and every one of you brothers and sisters for taking your time and watching this video. Please like, comment and subscribe.
And don't forget to share.